Hello, debutantes. I don't even know what day this is, but it's
Monday,
like late afternoon. I totally forgot about you. I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I wanted to show you my husband and my hosts have been sweet enough to take me thrifting and antiquing. I've already bought a whole bunch of stuff at thrift stores. Now we're at an antique store. Probably not going to spend quite as much money in this place as we did in the other place. Look at these. I want Thanksgiving dishes so badly. They only have the mugs. How much is that, Jamie? How much are those?
It is. I don't know. It's only
$8.29 per mug. Can you imagine how much the dishes would cost? That would go with these. So we're in an antique mall right now. Those collectible Barbies.
Yeah, so
They have a whole lot cooler antiques in Tennessee than they do in Palm Beach, let me tell you. I thought I'd go ahead and show you real quick the front of the place that we were just in. All this stuff they just leave outside. And it was kind of expensive. We were not impressed. We're finally stopping to eat again. And we're at this place called Hot Rods. I guess we're hanging out here for the boys. This is a mural on the side of the building. And we're just gonna go on in. Sorry guys, it's been kind of choppy, but the family doesn't really want to be on YouTube. So I'm trying to respect that. What are you doing?
Moving the car.
Where are you going?
It made me nervous.
Here's the sign outside, and when you walk in, there's a car grill on the front, and it says, walk into the 50. Oh, they have car shows? That's cool. This is best burgers in town. This is what the inside of the Hot Rod Cafe looks like. And we just noticed that all the TVs are playing old shows, and this one happens to be playing the Mickey Mouse Club. I'm in Tennessee, and I'm looking at Mickey Mouse. So they have some really good. They have this the Chubby Challenge. It's a huge burger, and if you can finish it all, I guess you get it for free. They have pictures of those people all over. So it's really cute. Well, we are leaving our friends. We just left their house. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. John is Tony's friend that he grew up with. They were little kids together. They lived in the same neighborhood. They've known each other forever. I actually went to the 9th grade prom with John when we were kids, and John is my son's godfather. So we have known them forever, and we had we don't get to see them much because they moved up here to Maryville, and it's about a 12-hour drive straight through from our house. So it was really nice to see them. We're super close with their kids. Our kids are super close with their kids, so it was really nice to see them. We wish we could see them more often. So now we are headed to Dillsboro, North Carolina. It is about 5 o'clock. We're supposed to take some crazy road that's called the Dragon that weaves around. I'm afraid I might just barf. Get car sick, so he went in to get me a ginger ale to get me ready for this drive. So again, I'm sorry I haven't been vlogging very much, but they were, you know, super sensitive about YouTube. They don't want their kids on social media, and I totally understand that. Jeannie, whose wife happens to be a teacher, so she really doesn't want to be on social media and all that good stuff. So I hope you are okay with all of that. I guess you're gonna have to be, because this is what you get. I wanted to show you that I got a new pair of aviators at Charlotte Russe. These were $9. I broke my last pair on my trip with Lori. Hopefully these will last a little bit longer. So as we drive through scenic areas, I will try to show you where we are. Unfortunately, fall is just starting to kick off here in Maryville, so there's like a little bit of red. Every once in a while you see a tree. Everything's still green. We're really hoping to see more of the fall foliage. So I will keep you posted if there's anything exciting that you are needing to know. Just wanted to show you a little bit of the drive that we're taking. This is the river. I don't know what road this is. I think, is this 441 or what is this?
Well, going to 441.
Going to 441, but this is, we've got the river on the one side and the scary rocks that are jutting out on the other side. But you can see that fall hasn't really hit the mountains yet. Just pulled over the side of the road. This is Newfound Gap. This is the view. Actually, the camera's not picking up quite the grandeur of how pretty this is. So we just got back in the car after going to look at the view, and we're in shorts, and Tony's in a t-shirt. I at least have like a 3/4 sleeve. It was 70 something when we left. When we got out of the car, it was 59 degrees. Just a little bit of a temperature change. So now I've got my hiney warmer on, and I think we just crossed over to North Carolina. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it all the way to Dillsboro or not, but that's where we're going. And this is what our view is right now. Try not to make everyone motion sick. Actually, the colors had changed quite a bit a little ways back, but now I guess we're coming down the mountain. They're more green. This drive with all these hairpin turns, good googly muggly, and literally you just veer off the road just a wee bit and you slam into the big rocky mountain. Yeah, we're used to flat. See, here comes another term. Oh no. Yep. And then here you come around this curve. Are you sick yet? Are you sick yet? And then all of a sudden you're gonna run head in with another car. Just to show you the type of curves we're talking about. This is the road on our GPS. It looks like a bobby pin. I don't know, I'm not feeling it. Good morning, debutantes. It is morning again. We have made it into Dillsboro. We stayed at the Holiday Inn Express in Dillsboro last night. It was actually a really nice room. Much better than La Quinta. Why are you creeping up on me?
Hi, how are you?
Back up off of me.
What's your name?
My name is Don't Mess With Me.
Oh.
Anyway, he's been very bad. Been aggravating the crap out of me. Anyway, we've made it to Dillsboro, and I'm actually kind of sad. A lot of the stores are closed. I don't know what's going on, but I figured I'll just turn you around and show you the mountains. This is what we're kind of waking up to, and then this is where we're going from here. It's got this cute little brick-lined street. This was the general store at one point, but it's all closed down. So we're gonna keep walking and see what we find. On the other side of the road where we were walking down the little shops, there's this little river. Looks like there's a footbridge that you can cross. And over here, behind this building, is a railroad station where you can take the train to see the Great Smoky Mountains. It's like a couple-hour tour into the mountains. But it's just so pretty. I just loved coming here as a kid. These are some of the things I miss. Living in Florida, but I'm a Florida girl through and through. This is my all-time favorite store in Dillsboro, Dogwood Crafters. It's a co-op of crafters, and they all volunteer, and it's all crafts made in the mountains. And when we drove through here, I thought that someone had overtaken their building, but it was down the street, not where I thought it was. So I just wanted to show you all my favorite store. Look at this pretty church, the Jarrett Memorial Baptist Church. There's another place down on the corner to the left called the Jarrett House, and I think it's the oldest inn right here, and we used to eat there all the time, and they would serve you, you'd order your entree, and then they'd bring a big bowl of green beans, a big bowl of mashed potatoes, big bowl of biscuits, and they served it all family style. We used to love eating there. We'd eat there at least once every summer. And then next to here is the Methodist Church. It's got a bell, and just love these old churches. How pretty would your wedding pictures be in front of those beautiful stained glass windows? Let's see what the little sign says. It says, oh, it is Baptist. I thought it said Methodist. Well, the Methodist Church bell. So the Baptists have the Methodist bell. They've captured it.
They've stolen it.
I'm kind of depressed. You feeling a little depressed?
No, I mean, still nice. It's just not as nice as it was.
The train depot is closed. Don't hit the ladies. The train depot is closed. We used to be able to take the train through the Great Smoky Mountains. It's totally closed. There's trees growing up out of it. Only a handful of the shops that I used to enjoy coming to are open. I don't know. I guess, you know, when you're a kid, everything is shiny and fabulous, and then, yeah, I guess you come and see things with adult eyes. It's a little different. But now we're going to head over to the cabins we used to stay and check it out and see what they look like. Hope it's not another major disappointment in my life. Right?
Right. And
up there we're going for lunch. It says do not enter though. You must have to walk. So we're going to go to the Well House. Woo! The Well House for lunch. It's a sandwich shop that we used to go to all the time, and that is still there. And my mother's friend whose parents owned the cabin, she had a very thick southern accent, and she had told my mother, we're going to go over to the Well House, okay? We're going to have Well House for lunch. So my mother's sitting at the table, and she's looking all around, and she finally says, Mary, where's the whale? And she said, not a whale, Debbie, a well. See the Well House. So obviously there was a little bit of communication issue. Tony's trying to kill us in the small town. So that's where we're headed. Oh, here, let me show you the Jarrett house real quick. This is the Jarrett house I was telling you about, where we used to go for dinner. When we were kids, we all used to say that this house was haunted, and we'd bet people to come up and touch it. And this one too, these two houses were seriously haunted. Of course, there's people living there, so they're obviously not haunted. And these are not the cabins that we stayed at, but these have been here forever. These have not held up very well, have they? I think people actually live there. I don't think they're rentals.
No, they're living there.
This is the road that we drove into, and the cabins that we stayed at are coming up. I'm having like major flashbacks for sure. This has always been a vacant. Someone used to have a garden here. I don't know if you can see that river. That's the river we used to go tubing down. Oh my gosh, look, this house was always so pretty. Not so much. This is where my husband and I honeymooned. I know it. Pretty nice digs. And we never wanted to stay in the stone cabins. If we had to stay in the stone cabins, we would not be a happy camper. They weren't as nice. That was a general store. Oh my gosh, it looks terrible. And right here, this was the Ward's house and this front porch. We also sit out here and tell stories and drink moonshine. Oh my God, they just look awful. And down here, oh, this looks so much bigger. Down here, we used to have clogging every Wednesday, live bands and people clogging. Oh my God, there used to be a swing set over here. I remember this little drop off being so much. Wow. Really, really awful. I'm so depressed. And this is
the trailer that you bring.
Yeah, that's the trailer that the parents stayed in. This is the end of where the cabins were. That's so sad, but it sure is beautiful, isn't it, out here? Now I guess we're just getting into like residential.
Well, probably rentals or somebody else's rentals.
Yeah. But Mr. Ward used to drive us up this road at 100 miles an hour. We'd all be in the back of a pickup truck with tubes, not waiting, and I was always afraid because there's a big dam at the end of this river.
Full of ducks.
Oh, I can't see the ducks. No, can't see them.
Geese.
I hear them. Oh, I see them.
In the water.
Let me see if I can zoom in. Don't get run over. Yeah, there's all kinds of ducks and geese in the river. I was just telling Tony about a memory I had driving down this road by the haunted house I just showed you. The man in the home, I don't know if he was renting or what, his dog had puppies. And my mother was very specific with me. Kelly, don't you pick up those puppies. Don't know why she didn't trust me. Of course, I did not listen. I picked that puppy up and promptly dropped that puppy on its head. And the poor puppy's nose was bleeding. So I had to take the puppy to my mother and say, Mom, I dropped the puppy. So she trotted me down to the haunted house, that scary old haunted house. And we had to go upstairs and explain to the man that I had dropped his puppy on its head. Luckily, the puppy was fine. But obviously, the trauma has stayed with me.